OdeeLoccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know OdeeLoc keeps it real. Yeah, I don't know if I was talking, and y'all heard me in the first beginning because I didn't, add the picture to the stream. But let's get into it. Right? I know you guys see it. I thought Kell Brook was washed up. I literally thought Kell Brook was washed up, right? This was the narrative that was going around. See, like you see, do you guys see how a narrative can change? Do you guys see how quick a narrative can change? A narrative can change in the blink of an eye, right? So before Kell Brook fought Terrence Bud Crawford, he was washed up, right? Or did people just say that just, so they wouldn't give Terrence Bud Crawford credit, right? See, that this is getting ridiculous at this point. It's getting ridiculous at this point, right? So before Kell Brook fought Terrence Bud Crawford, Earl Spence Jr. came out and said, "Oh, he's washed up," right? He can't even make 147 anymore. This is what Earl Spence Jr. said. He said it out of his mouth, and I'm going to prove it, right? Because I always come with receipts, and I'm going to prove it, right? And he said it on Barbershop Conversations when he was on that channel, right? He said it on Barbershop Conversations, and it's an article on it. And I'm going to, show you guys. So before Kell Brook fight Terrence Bud Crawford, he's washed up. But after he beats Amir Khan, all these fighters, right? All these guys are coming after him. At least 4 or 5 guys are coming after him now. Even Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Right? Even Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia are coming after Kell Brook now. But Amir Khan does have a rematch. And I don't think he's going to take the rematch, right? Because he got his ass beat. Amir Khan really got his ass beat, and it is what it is, right? So I don't think he's going to take that rematch. But Kell Brook was a bum. He was washed up before the Terrence Crawford fight. He was washed up before the Terrence Crawford fight. This is what they just said. They just said he was washed up. Earl Spence Jr. said it. He washed up. He can't even make 147 anymore. This is what everybody was saying. He's washed. He's done. But after he beat Amir Khan, now all these welterweights are coming after him? Now all these welterweights are coming after him. Even Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. They even phone calling, right? They even phone calling, asking what's going on with the Amir Khan rematch. They even phoning in and trying to fight Kell Brook. But I thought he was washed up. I thought Kell Brook was washed up. Just what? A fucking year ago. I thought he was washed. Come on, man. Now you can't make it up, but let's share it. First, let's share what Earl Spence Jr. said, right, on Barbershop Conversations. Let's share what he said, right? And this is in 2019, right? This is in 2019. Okay, now this is what he said. This is what Kell Brooks, what Earl Spence Jr. said. He said, but when asked if Crawford should take the fight, take that fight, Spence told Barbershop Conversations he can, but Kell Brooks washed. Look at his last fight. He got hurt in everything. He washed, especially at 147. He washed. I think he's been hurt in things like that. He can't get down to 147 no more. This came out of Earl Spence Jr. mouth, right? This was right before Terrence Bud Crawford took him on, right? And we all know why he said it, right? We all know why he said the shit. Oh, he washed. Oh, he's washed. Oh, Kell Brook, he's just washed up. No, Bud Crawford, he could just do shit you can't do, buddy. Right? Bud Crawford can just do shit you can't do. That's all it is to it. You seen what he did to Porter. You couldn't do that. You went life and death with Porter. Porter was spinning you around like a fucking top. Sean Porter, the football player, right? The guy who can't sell out a backyard barbecue, right? The guy who you told to his face you go knock him out. The guy who you also told to his face that you was trying to knock out Mikey. People they like to overlook that though. You told him to his face, yeah, I was trying to get Mikey out of there. Right when y'all had the face-to-face, you told him that. But nobody want to, oh, no, man, he just adapted to Mikey, man. He just wanted to show Mikey he can box. Knock that shit off. Please knock it out. I mean, stop. Please stop. He was not trying to show no Mikey he can box. He just couldn't knock out fucking Mikey. Right? Because he couldn't put together the right combination. Shit. And if you go back and look at the fight, Mikey was blocking a lot of that shit. Mikey was blocking a lot of those punches. He was blocking this shit. Man, a lot of those punches that was going to the gut, Mikey was blocking those with his elbow. Go back and look at the fight. But people, they look at fights with these biased eyes. They don't really be looking at the fight. Right? Just like I got on another little subject real fast. Just like I got on the Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor fight should have been closer than what it was. I looked at that fight 2 times. I said, damn, Regis Prograis put up a damn good fight. A damn good fight. And that the scorecard shouldn't have been that. I mean, that wide. Right? But we already know home cooking. Home cooking is home cooking. Home cooking is home cooking, man. Right? But I thought that Kell Brook was washed up. But you see what Earl Spence Jr. said? Right. Spence, when asked if Crawford should take the fight, Spence told Barbershop Conversations he can, but Kell Brooks washed. Look at his last fight. He got hurt in everything. He washed, especially at 147. He washed. Hating ass. Just a hater, right? Oh, he washed. He washed. Okay, now, but let's look to what the people saying now. After he didn't beat Amir Khan, right? Now let's see who want to fight him. Okay, now let's go to boxing scene. Here we go right here. The promoter Khan has 3 weeks to activate rematch clause. Thurman and Garcia have interest in Brook. Thurman and Garcia. The same Danny Garcia that I thought was going to move up to 154. I thought you was going to move up, Danny. I thought you was done with 147. But you told, Terrence Bud Crawford to his face. Oh, you told Terrence Bud Crawford that you're moving up to 154. Y'all dudes be acting like hoes when it come to Crawford. I never seen no shit. I never seen actual other boxers act like bitches when it come to another boxer. I never seen this shit in my life. I never seen this shit in my life. Y'all will actually get in a man's face and lie and say that you gonna go to a whole nother division. Then when it comes down to it, you trying to fight his leftovers. What? You trying to fight his leftovers instead of fighting him. Make it make sense, y'all. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Right? So now let's read some of the article. Well, the problem we've got, and no one has mentioned it so far, that Amir Khan has a rematch clause in his contract, Shalom said in the interview with Talk Sports. It's not something we would advise, and it's something we don't think Amir should do, but he has the option, Shalom continued. Yeah, man, Amir Khan is not taking that rematch, right? Amir Khan is not taking the rematch, period, point blank. He's not taking the rematch. He's not taking the rematch. Right. And then he said, well, I'm just going to get to the, Shalom noted that American welterweight contender 31-122 and Danny Garcia or their representatives rather have also touched bases with him about their interest in fighting Brook. Right? Look, it got Connor Bean. It got Chris Eubank Jr. Look at all these guys. All these guys all of a sudden want to fight Kell Brook after he beat Amir Khan. But nobody wanted to fight him after he lost, got his ass threw across the ring by Crawford. Then he was washed. I thought he was washed up. You can't make it up, man. Y'all cannot. We cannot make this shit up. First, he's washed up before he fight Crawford. Get his ass knocked out. He's washed up. Beat Amir Khan. Now he's back on top. And, and Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, two dudes who could be going after Crawford, the dude who beat Kell Brook. No, they want to go after the dude who lost to Crawford. And Crawford has sent Danny Garcia a fucking offer. And Keith Thurman's supposed to be trying to fight Crawford in July. No, come on, man. I never seen so much pussy shit in my life. I never seen grown-ass men avoid another man like this. Tippy-toe around another man. I never seen this shit in my life in boxing. Y'all sign up to be gladiators. Y'all sign up to be boxers and gladiators. Then y'all don't even turn out to be that. Y'all turn out to be some pussies. Right? Y'all not fighting for legacy. Y'all fighting for money. Hey, I get it. I understand. You're getting punched in the head. You're supposed to get paid. You're supposed to get paid. I understand that. Right? But none of y'all will be Floyd. None. None of y'all will be Pacquiao. None of you motherfuckers will even be Kell. None of y'all will be on none of these levels. Right? Shit, at least Canelo, he took on Floyd at a young age. At least Canelo, he took on Laura, even though I thought he lost, but he took on Laura. He took on Cotto. He took on Austin Trout. So he got some names. These other guys, they just going around like they could just pussyfoot their way through boxing and think they're gonna get praised. Like, bro, like y'all not gonna be even Hall of Famers at this. I mean, like at the level that y'all moving, y'all not gonna be Hall of Famers, bro. Y'all not. People, they can say all they want to say about Bob Arum. Yes, he's an asshole. He probably be a low-key racist. All that. I don't fucking know. Right? But he's an asshole. I know that. He's a promoter. They all assholes. I get it. Right? He's a businessman. He got to be an asshole at some point. You know what I'm saying? But you can't Bob Arum make Hall of Famers. Out of all the shit I just said about Bob Arum, he make Hall of Famers. Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, De La Hoya, Terrence Bud Crawford, Muhammad Ali. Shit, I think he worked with Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler. He worked with all these Hall of Famers. Thomas Hitman Hearns, all these Hall of Fame boxers he has worked with. Now name one Hall of Famer that Al Heyman has made. None. Zero. Zilch. None. He has made none. But he get all this praise because he don't say nothing, right? Oh, man, he don't say nothing. He don't say nothing, man. Leave him alone. He don't be saying nothing, man. Okay, now in other news. Right now in other news. Now, Rigon Dial versus Astro Labio. Rigon Dial versus Astro Labio. This guy is 17 years younger than Rigo. So he, 24, right? 24, because Rigo is 41. I mean, so they say. Right? So Rigo say. Even though I think Rigo about 45. Right? 44, 45. Man, because Luis Ortiz about 47, shit, about 46, 47. Laura is about 42, 43. Right? Shit, like Udanis Ugas, what? He say he 35. Shit, Udanis Ugas probably 40. Come on, man. This is just what Cuban boxers do. They lie about their age. But this is just another fight, right, that Rigon Dial probably is about to get cheated up out of. That's all it's about. They using Rigo name at this point. Yeah, Punch Crow. Man, he probably 25 years younger than he at this point, man. Because this shit, man, but like Rigo, man, if y'all didn't catch the first part of the video, bro, let me go back. Let me go back to the first part of the video to what I was talking about, man. No, but Frank Sanchez, he's 30. Frank Sanchez say he 30. Yeah, right. Frank Sanchez is every bit of 49. I mean, like from 45 to 50. For real, bro. Come on, man. These guys, they just come over here, and they trying to make this money. They trying to stay young. That's why they try to stay, bald-faced it. That's why they try to stay, like shaven-faced it so they gray hairs won't show and shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they try to stay, like they can always dye the top of their shit, but they try to, they try to keep their shit smooth. You feel what I'm saying? So they won't show their old face. Man, because if they let their shit grow, they be a face full of gray. You feel what I'm saying? A face full of gray hair, bro. And you'll be looking at them like this old ass man. Get your old ass out the ring, but they still good. That's the thing about, that's just the thing about them. At their age, they still good. So just imagine them, in their 20s and, they real early 30s. These guys is unfucking believable. Right? But yeah, man. But Rigondeaux, he's about to get cheated once again. Right? They just using Rigondeaux. I think he's another Filipino fighter. And they just using Rigondeaux at this point, man. Because he beat Casimero. Period, point blank. He beat Casimero. He beat the man in every facet of the fucking fight. But they still gave it to Casimero. So Rigo got to go up in here and knock out this guy. Period, point blank. To win the fight, he got to go up in here and knock him out. And that's the only way he's going to win the fight. But I think at this point, Rigo really don't give a fuck. And he just trying to get some money, man. Right? He trying to get some money because this fight is in Dubai. It's in Dubai. So he over there with Clarissa Shields and all them, man. He trying to get that money over there, man. And I can't be mad at him because he been fucked over here in America. And that's a fact. They fucked over Rigo. They fucked him over. All these promoters over here fucked him over, man. Period. Probably one of the best. Man, like he should be, he should be the best. He's the best fucking shit like from 118 to 126 pounder, I think, in the world. In the world. Oh, man, he boring. No, he make you fight his fucking fight. That's a skill. Do people even know that? That's a skill. To dictate a fight, to make somebody fight your fight every time. Every time he gets in the ring with somebody, they fighting his fight. They not fighting their fight. They can come up in there with a game plan all they want, but that game plan get changed into Rigo game plan. And they got the, they got to pace themselves because they don't want to get countered. That's why they stopped throwing punches. Should have been undisputed at 22 before Crawford. If Crawford, Frampton, and Quigg didn't look. Yeah, man, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they left the division. Leo Santa Cruz got his ass on, too. They all got on, bro. They all got on. They all like, hell no. Like, once he beat up Donaire, they said, hell, we out of here, bro. We not fucking with him. Period, point blank. He stopped. Man, homie, he fucked up Donaire. Shit, like Donaire had people scared. And Rigo went up in there and surgically dismantle him. And that's what fucked him up with Bob Arum. That's what fucked up his career right there, bro. By beating Donaire. Man, he got in the doghouse. He got in the doghouse because I think Bob Arum was trying to make Donaire into another Pacquiao. You know how it go. They got a whole country behind them, right? That will support them. So he fucked off, some shit. And, he got in the doghouse. And that's how it goes in boxing, man. And you know, did nobody give a fuck? Why? Because he Puerto Rican. I mean, because he Cuban. Don't nobody care about the Cuban fighters, right? You see, did nobody have no outrage when shit like when Wilder hit Louis King Kong Ortiz with 13 fucking behind the head punches? Now just imagine if Ortiz would have hit Wilder with 13 behind the head punches. Just imagine the outrage. Just imagine the hundreds of fucking videos, thousands of videos, right? Y'all already seen what happened with the Tyson Fury shit. Come on. They don't care about that shit. Like you seen what happened with shit with Laura and Canelo. Right? Laura clearly wanted to fight to me, but Canelo, no, he was on his way up. And Canelo, he got that special 117, 111, because he always get that. He always get that 117, 111. Y'all better go and look at it. Go back and track his fights and go and see all the 117, 111s he get. That's a special number for them. 117, 111. Like he just dominated the whole fucking fight. You'd be like, damn, bro. I was looking at a totally different fight. Shit, I guess my eyes playing tricks on me. Right? $723 constant boxes. Levy Martinez's car was 70. Exactly. Man, he got it against Laura. Should I think he got it against Austin Trout? Right? They tried to give him a and shit. I think they gave him a scorecard against Mayweather. Come on. So, bro, like you know, man, no, but this is just how the Cuban fighter get treated dirty because everybody in the boxing game know that they great fighters. Know that they great fighters. Know that the Cuban style is, you know, one of the styles of boxing. But Trout was that whack open scoring. Yeah. They know that they great fighters and they want to use their name. Right? Ricky Diao is a 2-time gold medalist. Right? So they need, man, so that's a good name on people's resume. Rigondeaux. Guillermo Rigondeaux. And then people go and look up Guillermo Rigondeaux and they see all his accomplishments and then they be like, oh yeah, like this dude, you know, like he had to be good because he beat, and it's like, no. It's politics in boxing. And it has bullshit going on in boxing. And it favors, you know, this is why I be like when Udonis Ugas, when he be capping for Earl Spence Jr., I said, bro, why you should I go right to his Twitter page and I say, why you capping for Earl Spence Jr.? You about to get cheated. Do you even know this? Do you even figure this out in your brain? You have to knock out Earl Spence Jr., Udonis Ugas, to win that fight. You don't even figure this out, huh? You don't even understand. You actually think this shit is fair. You actually think you're going to get a fair shot. They didn't give Sean Porter a fair shot against Earl Spence Jr. He took, 12, 13 nut blows, bro. He didn't get a fair shot. Why the hell you going to get a fair shot? This is what people don't be. It's like, bro, the writing is on the fucking wall. Yes, the writing is on the wall. Yes, man, he going to go down from a body shot. Is it a body shot or is it a nut shot? Right, because we witnessed what he did to Sean Porter after telling Sean Porter to his face in the face-to-face, man, you better not fight dirty. Man, you better not fight dirty. Man, you better not fight dirty, man, because if you fight dirty, man, I got something for you. That was the cleanest fucking fight Sean Porter fought. The cleanest fucking fight he fought. The cleanest fucking fight he fought, bro. And what Earl Spence Jr. do? Came in there nut blowing that dude left and fucking right. And the referee just looking at it. Nobody says nothing. Come on, man. Then your Danis Ugas, he think he's going to get a fair shot? Is you out your rabbit ass mind, bro? And he got to be crazy. He has to be crazy. Is it even VADA testing in this fight? Right? Because we haven't heard about no VADA testing. Is it even VADA testing in this fight? Shit, is Earl going to be on the juice like he was, you know? Shit, before Mikey got on his ass? Come on. So don't put your money on Danis. I'm telling y'all. Unless Danis Ugas can knock out Earl Spence Jr., which I don't think he can do. Unless he can knock out Earl Spence Jr., Earl Spence Jr. is going to win the fucking fight. He's going to win. It's politics in boxing. Al Heyman, he favors Earl Spence Jr. The writing is on the wall. At first, he was favoring Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman fell off. Now he's favoring Earl Spence Jr. Right? Now he's favoring Earl Spence Jr. Now Earl Spence Jr. is about to get this third belt. Yes, he's about to get the third belt, but people got to understand that Butev and Stastionis is with the PBC. Do y'all understand? So it don't really fucking matter. They with the PBC. So that IBF mandatory, that WBA, some mandatory is gonna have to go through. It ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be no getting by it. It ain't gonna be right, man. Because it's up to the sanctioning bodies to grant a champion versus a champion. This is what people got to understand too. You got to go and read the rule book. It's up to their discretion. Basically, if they want to or not. It's up to their discretion if they want to grant a champion versus a champion, if they want to unify belts. It's up to their discretion. And if they don't want to do it, they can make a mandatory. And this is what they're going to do. They're going to make a mandatory. Or Earl Spence Jr. is going to get this third belt, say he can't make the weight no more, and leave the fucking weight division. Scatter them belts out. Right? Scatter them out. Stationis, he should pick up one. Keith Thurman probably pick up one. And Boots Ennis probably pick up one. Right? Keith, he gonna get back to WBC. Stationis or Butev, they gonna get the WBA. And Boots Ennis, he gonna get the IBF. Bud Crawford is still out in the cold. Right? Because two of those belts are still going to be held by PBC fighters. Stationis, Butev, or Keith Thurman. Come on. So it doesn't matter. At this point, we have to be, at this point, y'all, I'm really over, the Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence shit, man, because I didn't put so much energy, so much emotion in that shit, just trying to get the fucking fight. And we're not going to never get the fight. Because Terrence Bud Crawford is not signing with the PBC. Terrence Bud Crawford is just as mad at Al Heyman as he is mad at Bob Arum. Right? He's just as mad at Al Heyman, man, because he know that Al Heyman been pulling bullshit too. The writing is on the wall, right? Terrence Bud Crawford was sitting ringside, and they put up every champion but him. They even put up the WBA, interim champion in Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't even have the real title then. Keith Thurman had the real title. They even put up Pacquiao, right? Said nothing about Terrence Bud Crawford. Just disrespect. Just disrespect. Then Keith Thurman, he come out, with the talking point. Oh, yeah, man, like the WBO title ain't even the real title. Oh, it's not. Oh, man. But when Jeff Horn had that title, y'all sure was thirsting after that title. Y'all sure wanted to go after that title when Jeff Horn had it. Y'all sure wanted to go after it, when Manny Pacquiao had that motherfucker. Y'all sure wanted that title. But as soon as Freddy Cougar get it, Jason, as soon as Mikey get it, right? Soon as the, but what they call to do on the Jeepers Creepers, man, like as soon as the real boogeyman get it, everybody running for the shit, like running for the hills. I don't want no man. Hey, check this out. That title don't mean nothing. You like, what the fuck? Hey. The WBO don't mean nothing now. Shit, that's a fake. Shit, man. Like, we don't want no parts of that title. That title don't mean nothing now, man. Like, the wrong nigga got it. The wrong dude got that title. We don't want no parts of him. So it doesn't mean anything. Straight pussies. These dudes signed up. Didn't nobody, and I want, my subs to think about this shit. Didn't nobody put no gun to these dudes' head and make them sign up to be boxers? They wanted to be boxers on their own free fucking will. You wanted to be a boxer. Box. Right when you, man, it's like Terrence Crawford is Debo. Right now, he Debo. He come in the room, everybody tuck their chains. Right? Everybody start looking at the ground and shit. Everybody start feeling it with their phones and, start making up fake conversations on the phone and shit. Man, just like when he come in the room, the whole energy changed. Like, oh shit. Oh shit, I apologize, y'all. I don't know what they're going on. See, like, there'll always be some weird shit going on. But yeah, y'all. So think about that. They signed up to be boxers. He want to go to 154, but according to, let me go back to the article. According to this article, he want to fight Kell Brook. According to this article, yeah, look, and that's gonna be a good fight too, like Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall. I got Josh Taylor though. You already know that. I got Josh Taylor. I think he gonna apply the pressure, and Catterall gonna tire out, and Josh Taylor might stop him. I say 9th, 10th round. Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman, Shalom noted that American welterweight contender Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, or their representatives rather, have also touched bases with him about their interest in fighting Brook. About their interest in fighting Brook. About their interest in fighting Kell Brook when it's Terrence Bud Crawford right there. And Danny Garcia, bitch ass, gonna lie to Terrence Bud Crawford's face and say he going up to 154 like a bitch. Say he going up to 154 just to lie. Just lie because you scared. That's pathetic. Keith Thurman want 10 million. Oh, Crawford ain't did this. Oh, Crawford sent me a contract. Okay. He doesn't have a promoter right now. You know he don't. Right? See, and this is why I'm fucking mad at Terrence Bud Crawford. This is why I'm mad at him. Yes, you could do your own thing, but it's going to be more difficult, bro. It's going to be more difficult because you don't bring in the cash flow of a Floyd Mayweather. You have to understand, people wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather because he was a fucking lottery ticket. He was a lottery ticket when he went solo. He was a lottery ticket. You're not that popular. You're not that popular. And you needed Bob Arum to get you these fights. You needed Bob Arum to get you these fights, bro. Now, without a promoter, it's going to be 10 times more difficult, bro. It's going to be 10 times more difficult. You was already avoided with a promoter. Are you thinking? You was already avoided with a promoter, with one of the best promoters in boxing. You was already avoided. What the hell you think going to happen now, Crawford? Yes, they still talk about the Josh Taylor fight is on the table. Bro, like Josh Taylor, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to come up to 147 because it's a lot of fights at 140. It's a lot of fights at 140. Right, and he can just defend, and he will be taking on nothing but top competition by defending. All four of those belts, he'll be taking on nothing but top competition. And shit, and really nobody could really say nothing if Josh Taylor stay at 140 and, you know, just continue his reign at 140. Right? Nobody can really say anything. But as for you, Crawford, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Eddie Hearn, he said he can't, you know, he don't really got nothing for you. You're not signing to Oscar. As it look, you're not signing to the PBC. Bob Arum, he probably still might work with you because Bob Arum is a money guy. You feel what I'm saying? Period. Like he got sued. He probably been sued by a lot of motherfuckers, but he still will work with them with fights. I'm pretty sure he still would do that. But he will have some kind of little grudge against you, bro. So you got to be careful with that. This is why I'm disappointed in you, bro, because you fell for the LDBC bullshit ass narrative. You fell for the LDBC, PBC bullshit ass narrative, not even knowing that you getting paid more than these motherfuckers. Off the rip. Off the rip, you getting paid way more than these motherfuckers, but you want to go over there and join a party. Why? Why the fuck would you want to go over there and join a party? You a Hall of Famer, but you going. It's like. Oh man, shit! It's like you being the most popular dude. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got all the ladies and all this shit like that, and you going to hang out with some bum ass niggas. Like, bro, look, these dudes are some bum ass dudes over there. You was the man. You the man. Now that you know for sure you was the man. You know for sure now. You like, damn, bro. Damn shit, I was the man. They was talking a lot of good shit over there, and I believed that shit. Yeah, you believed it. You actually believed that the PBC dudes was, eating, doing this and doing that. Right until they start slowly getting exposed. Stipends and, right? Niggas getting money on the back end, but what's the back end? 3, 4, 5 years later? That's the back end? So I got to wait 3, 4 years to get my pay? Hell no, I don't work like that. Give me all mine right now. And if you can't do that, then we don't have a fight. Simple. Simple as that. Al, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Give me my money right now, bro. Oh, well, you signed that contract and, and in the fine detail, exactly. You signed your life away. In the fine print, you signed your life away. Right? Shit, I gave you this $1 million up front. You ain't never seen that much cash in your life. You take it and run with it. Right? Sign your life away. Right? Sign your whole life away. And just because he black power. Black power. See, look, and I want people to, but let me give you a quick history lesson. It wasn't only white slave owners. Facts. I better go back and read history, man. It wasn't only white slave owners. Yeah, man. Like that fucked up some people's head. Yeah, exactly. So go back and do your history lesson. Go on back. You feel what I'm saying? So all that, that's why I don't get caught up in all that shit no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like I used to be one of those dudes. I used to be, I swear to God, I used to do it. I used to be one of those dudes, but I'm not one of those dudes no more. I don't get caught up in none of that shit no more. I don't get caught up in none of it no more. It's all ignorant. It's all off of ignorance. It's built off of ignorance. That's all it is. Because once you at a certain level, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of it. Color. Oh, you got some greenbacks? You got some of them bluebacks? Shit, you got good credit? Oh, okay, come on. Shit, we can work together. Yeah, now that's what it, So knock that shit off. But yeah, y'all. Amir Khan got his ass whooped by Kell Brook. Now Kell Brook is, he back to hot thing again. He back hot again. Right? He back hot on the market. Danny Garcia, Connor Ben, Keith Thurman, Chris Eubank. Everybody want to, everybody want a piece of Kell Brook all of a sudden. But after he got his ass threw across the ring in the 4th round against Terrence Bud Crawford, he was washed up. Right? He was washed. Shit, I thought he was washed. Just 2 years ago, No, shit, not even 2 years ago. Shit, a year and something ago, he was washed. Now he's back on the market. Keith Thurman, people. Hey, man, can I get that fight with Kell Brook? Danny Garcia, people. Hey, can I get that fight with Kell Brook? And Terrence Bud Crawford is sitting right there on y'all head. And y'all just pussyfooting around him. It's like, come on, man. Oh, man, the PBC. The PBC is a trash organization. And should have never came into existence at this point. Right? At this point, they should have never came into existence. Man, because they giving us nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Yeah, Udenis Ugas versus Errol Spence Jr. Yes, it's going to be a good fight, but Udenis Ugas better knock his ass out or at least knock him down a couple times. Because if he don't, he losing. Period. So bet on Errol Spence Jr. to win. Bet on Errol Spence Jr. to win a 12-round fight. Just bet on Errol Spence Jr. to win, man. The proof is in the pudding, man. Like, I don't see why people can't it's a pattern. It's actually a pattern. And people can't catch on to Al Haymon pattern. Al Haymon does the same shit over and over and over, just with different fighters. Come on. Look at Deontay Wilder, whole career. What? Whole career. Didn't fight nobody. Nobody. Then people, they want to say, oh, no, he was fighting top 10. Man, like, the only top 10 dude that he fought at that time was, I think Bermain Stabur. Man, but if you go and look at all these guys ranking before they got put in the WBC, right? Before they got, that payoff to get put in the ranking system, go and look at their rankings, man. 200 and something, 3 something, 178. It's like, bro, he was fighting nobodies. Then he get up to Ortiz. They cheat Ortiz. Now he's just, he's just the man now. It's like, how could you be the man when you just cheated an old man? You literally had to cheat an old man to win a fight. Now, the second fight was way better. Right? Because he was patient and he waited for Ortiz to fuck up. And that's all Ortiz did. He fucked up. Baited him. He moved the wrong way. Thought he was going to block it. Got his ass clipped. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. And speaking on Wilder, I have to be honest. I kind of miss his delusional ass. Right? Because he gave me content. Wilder was the gift to keep on giving, man, with content, bro. I mean, for real. He can keep on giving you content day after day after day. You can have something different to say about his delusional ass. Delusional as hell, right? Now we see that he want to go and take a hallucinogen, right, to see if he coming back to boxing. If you got to do all that, you're not coming back to boxing, right? Just go on your little pilgrimage or whatever, your little drug bin, and you do your thing, man. Live your life. You got the money to do it. Do your thing. But remember that you got babies. Shit, like remember you have a mama or a daddy. Remember you got a brother. Remember you got family to take care of too, bro. So don't get too delusional and too out of your fucking mind. But a weak-minded person like you doing something like that, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think you will be able to come back. Right? I think you will probably stay in La La Land. Right? Because you damn near there. You damn near in La La Land right now. So I think you will be, that you will be a little over the edge, man. So I don't know, bro. I don't know if that's a good idea. But, to each his own. You a grown-ass man. You can do whatever the hell you want to. You're a grown-ass man, bro. To each his own. But yeah, y'all. So that's I almost been on here for an hour. So yeah, y'all. So that's just basically it, man. Like, like boxing is supposed to be a gladiator sport. It's supposed to be, the warriors get in there, battle it out and all. But it's like, bro, these guys are pussies. This is the pussy era of boxing, and it's sad that I have to be in this era of boxing. Why do I have to, witness this era of pussy boxing? Why do I even have to witness this shit? Right? My son is growing up in this pussy era of boxing. And he like, Daddy, like these dudes ain't fighting each other. Exactly. Like they be on Twitter. Exactly. They be on Twitter more, beefing with each other than in the fucking ring. These dudes be on Twitter talking more shit than in the ring. Earl Spence Jr. can talk more shit on an interview than talking in Crawford's face. Than saying it to his face. Yes, Crawford, he did come out and say he not that Spence, he wants to fight. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, Spence can tell you whatever the fuck he want to tell you, bro. If Spence wanted to fight Crawford, he'd make Al Heyman make the fight, bro. Period. Period, point blank. You see that he wanted the Mikey fight, and what happened? The Mikey fight got made. It got made. It wasn't no jumping through no hurdles. You didn't have to, do this. Like, he didn't have to do. It got made. See, look, and the crazy thing about it, Mikey Garcia didn't even have to sign with the fucking PBC. Right? He didn't have to sign no 2-fight, no 3-fight deal, did he? Did he have to sign a 2-3-fight deal to get that fight with Earl Spence Jr.? I never heard of it. Shit, I thought he was still a free agent. Right? But when it come down to Terrence Bud Crawford, oh man, he needs to sign that contract, Well, no, he don't. Why don't Al Heyman have confidence in Earl Spence Jr. to beat Terrence Bud Crawford ass? Why he don't have no confidence? Oh, because they know that Terrence Bud Crawford is on another level. He gonna whoop that ass and he gonna take all those belts. But he doesn't have a promoter now. So he'll take all the belts and be the fucking hottest commodity, bro. Come on, he don't have a promoter. Terrence Crawford will be demanding $20 million a fight then. Come on, he will be demanding $20 million a fight then. He got all 4 belts, no promoter, nobody else to pay but Bomac now. Right? And they straight anyway. And he got all 4 belts. All 4 belts. And everybody got to come to him at 147. He'll be the fucking man. Al can't let that happen. Al cannot let that happen. Period. Al needs Crawford. This is what a lot of the PBC fanboys don't understand. Al Heyman needs Terrence Bud Crawford. He needs him. That's why he's making it so hard for Terrence Bud Crawford because he really needs him to save the PBC. He needs the man to save the PBC. Terrence Bud Crawford can take on everybody at 147, and we, and 9 times out of 10, he can win the fight. Everybody name one person at 147 that Terrence Bud Crawford probably couldn't beat. Name them. And that's money for the PBC. Al Heyman needs that man so he can get back that Fox deal. Right? Because I think the Fox deal is about to be off the table because Errol Spence Jr. next fight is on what? Showtime. Not Fox. It's on Showtime. Y'all remember Errol Spence Jr. last year saying, a year before, I can't wait till Fox release their dates. I can't wait till Fox release their dates. What is he saying now? Nothing. He didn't say nothing about that. Right? Because they're not fucking with Fox no more. Fox is about to drop that ass. They not bringing in nothing. The PBC is losing Fox money. So Fox said, wash our hands with that shit. Hey, you better go on back to Showtime with that. Right? That's why the next fight is going to be on Showtime. Come on. That's why the next fight is going to be on Showtime, man. The PBC is going under. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, man. It's going under. Slowly but surely. It started off so hot. I was a fan, right? Because they was giving us fights on CBS and, they was giving us fights because that's where I first seen Keith Thurman at. That's where I first seen Keith Thurman perform at. I think he was fighting the Ghost Guerrero. Keith Thurman versus Guerrero. I think it was versus Guerrero. And I'm like, oh, yeah, man, he pretty good. But I already knew he was weak to the body, too, because Guerrero had hurt him in that fight to the body. So I'm like, shit, like whoever can go to his body real good, he's going to give up. Yes, he's awkward. Yes, he got a crazy little style and all that. He can hit hard, all that, right? But if you can, avoid some of those and just hit him with a good liver shot, a good, solar plex shot, bro, he's gonna fold up like a letter and probably just lay on the ground rolling for a second. And until the referee count him on out 10 seconds, and then then they got to bring the chair by him and pick his ass up. Right. Yeah, y'all, but Kell Brook is a hot commodity again. A real hot commodity again after he just now was washed up. Funny how the narratives always change, right? Funny how the narratives always change when it comes down to Terrence Bud Crawford. Narratives always change. It always change. Why though? That's what I can't really Thanks for coming through, you guys, man. Let me get on off of here, man, because my internet tripping or something. I don't know what the hell going on. But salute to everybody who came through the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gone.